Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are. Welcome back to the Third Age Competitive League, everyone. I am your host, as always, James, aka Grassburner, aka gonna spin around for this one. The Dark 2. That's right. Great captain shirts. Bang, bang, bang. And I'm joined here today by the wonderful Skeeter, who is sure to carry me through the stream. How are you doing, Skeeter? Muted. There we go.
Good. Happy to be here. Excited about this match.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We're in the top bracket with this one. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals. That's what I was gonna say. I'm still waking up, which I think is where we were last time, right? So, all being well, that does set you to carriers. I'll let the players know we're ready to begin. The top table, folks: Jessica, Bob. Zach confuses me all the time, man, by calling himself Peter. Zach and Icicle. I can't tell you how many times I've been writing game results in the spreadsheet and put Peter rather than Zach. Like, it happens way too often. But, yeah.
Yeah, they've just kind of become one and the same in my mind at this point, so.
Right? So yeah, four players today. Who do you think won't get picked?
Tough to say. I mean, I know the standard choice tends to be Rand, but I feel like they're all pretty balanced and powerful at this point, so I think we might see him get played. Looks like it's gonna be down to maybe Matt or Rand.
Yeah, I'm interested. I think that Nynaeve could slip under the radar here. Because recently everyone's kind of seen buffs, and for those who aren't aware, we can talk about it a little during the character selection here. Egwene's tier 3 got changed recently, so she can play any battle cards regardless of the attribute now, as long as she has her lowest level high enough. Nynaeve's pretty much the same. Perrin now gets an extra character in every village, but he doesn't get troops in towns anymore. But that's a huge trade-off, because it means he gets to dig twice sometimes.
Right.
And Matt now recruits so much easier at tier 2. Whereas he doesn't get his combat strength till a bit later, so that's a different balance. But when he hits tier 2, his party explodes, and it looks like you were actually right there. It's Rand who hasn't been picked today. Rand pretty much untouched as well, as far as buffs and nerfs concerned. Did try some lower channeling levels, but reverted that in the end.
Right. He does have an increased hand size, though, doesn't he?
He does have an extra hand size. Tier 3, yes. He does have 8 now. I'll do a quick Enter the Ways Old Blood check off the bat. It looks like we've got an Into the Ways for Jessica. Zach's not drawn his hand yet. Just want to make sure everyone's drawn before Jessica starts taking her turn. And yeah, Jessica on the Egwene with an Enter the Ways on turn 1 is going to be off to a great start. No other powerful neutral cards, though there is a wards in hand for Nynaeve, and a practicing the forms for Matt, which will probably get kept. I'll do more of an update on the others after Belon. For now, though, Arta Hawkwing going to be the reveal for Egwene in Tarvalon, and she will recruit him. I'll hand it over to you while I get a poll going.
Alright.
To cover the next couple turns.
Zach's going to Barrelon, tossing 2 cards. And flips over Alaris. Good card, but he won't be able to afford her. Icicle on Perrin. Also going Barrelon. He flips an over, which he is gonna scoop right up before Bob can get a free over.
Yeah, so hand for Nynaeve, wards, mount up, and a messenger. Ward's nice, but the mount up and the messenger not doing as much. Old blood picked up on the redraw for Perrin. That's kind of a troll. But I think Ice knows better than to go back, because he's going to be going back later anyway.
Right, yep, fair enough.
And a Jasper and Anne for Bob, definitely going to take that one. 3 coins for the man. Now got a new recruits and a killed in battle to go with the practice and the forms in hand, so a decent military start for Bob. But a compelling argument's going to take that Jasper and Anne right off him, and Jessica will add the sailor to her party. Definitely going to be handy once she hits tier 2 for getting out of Falmer, maybe down to Alien. Chat everyone in chat. Kayla, Beth, Fast Rider, we see you. Thanks for being here and joining us today. Should be a real fun stream. And Icicle is continuing on to Whitebridge, not going back for that old blood. He just picked up a warded conversation there. Play for your supper for Nynaeve. An expert flourish for Matt. Going to Whitebridge Plus.
Yep.
Finds herself a refresh.
Right along.
And yeah, Kayla, a lot of buffs to, a lot of buffs and change. Matt was more of a change than a buff. I don't think it's a nerf or a buff, because I think it's a buff in some regards and nerf in others. But Perrin, definitely a buff. He recruits a crazy amount now, which means that he can like randomly stack up on a trait if he wants, because he doesn't really need his followers for anything, but he gets lots of them now. And he fights more in the early. And in the late, he can just find a fight way easier, because like you go to 4 kings, that's 2 character flips. Turns him into basically as reliable as Nynaeve.
True enough, and that's I'm finding him. He tends to get some more late game benefits out of characters, which wasn't a focus for most players playing him before. Now that has kind of increased. Kind of changes his dynamic, how he ends up playing.
Same for Matt a lot too. Now that, you know, Matt can start reducing the cost of people from tier 2, he starts getting a lot of tier 2 followers very early on. He starts getting a whole bunch of tier 3 followers just when he's looking for Forsaken, going, that's not a Forsaken. I guess I'll recruit it though, because it's free.
Right.
And then
That's how you end up with parties of 20.
Yeah. His party really does just explode exponentially. So... Married on for Jessica, she'll find a coined in Dubai Wildlands. Can't imagine she's that interested. Will like to take it.
She'll take her.
Suppose she can always play Rescue Townsfolk. Ooh, I played an Egwene game last night where I attached a learned in combat to a Rizal, and oh boy. Were you in that game?
I was not, no.
Okay. Because I think we did play last night, didn't we? Yeah, that put a lot of work in. Dude, oh boy. True, like 2 blossoms and a death gate, a find the answers, like so much stuff off that learned in combat over the course of the game. Plus, like, it kept overdrawing me to get levels in the start of the game.
Yep.
Worked well.
That is handy.
But I don't know why I'm talking about that, because it's only a 1 skill follower, so not going to be able to attach learned in combat to that one. Laris found for Matt, though. Not a man, but certainly a nice follower to have if you're planning to bounce around in Tarvalon, which is the Matt special.
Indeed. Looks like was that Zach that bumped into the mirror drill there? Didn't really set him back a ton.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a Ramshalon, yeah. Oh shit, my
Good.
soundboard's
And
not
red
connected.
longboards. Oh, we
I
can't
just
have
tried
that.
to press a button and it didn't work. Let me boot it up.
We'll flip and not taking Illa. Why not? Jeez, I already got a skill 1 follower. No need for that.
Thank God we're back online.
Whew. Yeah, I would hate to have to make all the sound effects
Yeah.
this stream.
No, I'll be there and ready. I'm waiting for the first big summer blowout. There's actually, we don't often get a chance to have these discussions so early in the quarter, but there are probably some stakes riding on this. Whoever wins this game is more than likely locked in for a spot at the Beltane Invitational.
Yep. Those points for 2 wins racked up.
Yeah, I mean, that would make 10 points plus 1 for participating in the final round, you know. 11 points is... I don't think you can not get in with that.
Right.
Is it the Beltane Invitational? Is that the first one? I named them all. I don't know if you're aware of that.
That sounds right.
Yeah, it is. It's the Beltane Invitational. I'm looking forward to that. Gonna get some little paper lanterns and shit. Hopefully not burn my house down.
That would be ideal.
Yes. I mean, I am the Dark too, so, like, I could burn that house down. Apparently we're cute, Skier. I didn't know. It must be this, it must be the Great Captain jersey and, did it for the level shirt. It's, you know,
Yeah.
it's working for us.
Absolutely.
Got the drip on lock today. A Dorian the flip.
Dorian.
For Jessica. She's not going to be able to afford that one. No. Can turn you up just a little bit.
Alright. Like, Nynaeve might pick up that Dorian. Nope, just going for the flip. And Trollocs. Another smash for Zach.
Yeah, second loss of the game for the Nynaeve. I'm kind of excited though, because like Zach has been improving so much recently, and I've told him this, and I think he kind of shrugs it off every time I do, but I've been seeing it happen because we can have competitive games together in a way that me and him didn't used to be able to have. And I think that's a really nice thing to see. especially if he's playing the Nynaeve. Definitely his best character. So,
Absolutely.
Seeing him on the Nynaeve today, on the top tables, I would not be counting him out. And chat seems to be agreeing with me. 67% of the vote going to Zach on the Nynaeve so far. The other 33 going to Jessica. I think Icicle and Bob are both players with a storied history of strong performances. And I think they need to watch their backs today. If they don't want this one to be stolen away from them.
Indeed. So Icicle just snagged that Dorian from under Bob.
It's another female flip for him. Not a strong start for the mat over here so far.
Indeed.
Egwene, in the other hand, actually having a phenomenal start.
She did have to take a little detour to Qatar to get that hand size up, but...
Yeah, but the hand real good now. Forged Letter, Journey to Radiant, Refresh, Folded Light, Guiding the People, Skimming, Portal Stone. Forged Letter drop there, so... Still, you know, 5 playable cards that can... 4 that can get a levels.
Yep, not
And a
too
min
shabby.
flipped. That is kind of unfortunate. Was that actually flipped by Zach? Or did Zach... Oh, Zach just learned the craft. So yeah, the min was flipped by
I
it
think it
going
was...
there.
Yep. That's correct.
See if Bob wants to grab it. Looks like he does. Gonna prioritize the min over the chance of flipping another enemy.
Yeah, can't really blame him there. He's handy to have, especially for Matt with his card tosses later on. When he wins battles, that can come in super handy.
Yeah. Min, very powerful. Always has been. Another enemy. Can't play the folded light with 2 channeling.
Indeed.
Gonna have to lose to that one. It's okay, she can bin coin in Juba Wild Winds.
Yeah, it's not a huge loss.
I don't know if it's impressive or problematic that I can just say that name, like, without reading it off the top of my head.
Little column A, little column B.
Like, the fact that I know a sea folk by name, like full name, is quite worrying. It's just like Zareen Dintagara 2 wins. I think it's 2 wins. I'm gonna be tripping about that until we see a Zareen now.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't that Fail's name as well? Didn't she go
Wait,
by
no, it's
Zareen?
Zyda, I think is who you're thinking
Zyda, yeah. Okay. All over the place. Embrace picked up for Nynaeve. Zach's gonna be happy with that one. And a duty to the people for Egwene. Already got 9 coins stacked. Got a guiding the people in hand. I'm feeling it. I'm going for that duty to the people. I'm going to bounce for a few more turns between Katara and Bandariban. Not spend any coins. Just stack up and just blow up.
Rack up some early victory points there.
Yeah. By the time you're at like 5 of each level and 7 to play the duty to the people, like the amount of coins you'll have will probably max you out on everything. So...
Sure. Now, I suppose you could even hit the Trollocs in Bandariban and not take a huge loss while racking up some levels at the same time.
I wouldn't, personally, because 2 coins a turn rather than 3 coins a turn, and the duty to the people counts in 3s. So for every 3 coins you lose, you get a level. So that'd
but
be
you're
the
getting one of those
for
victory
me.
points for each of those Trolloc hits too, though. So
yeah, well, it looks like we're not going to have to worry about that because she's actually just sailed down to Ilion.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, probably going to be bouncing there for a while rather than building up the coins. Embrace comes out for Nynaeve. Not a great hand for pairing right now. Does have a skimming though. Might want to use that to go back. Don't know what he's planning to pick up here at Haddon Merc. Enter the ways. So maybe not planning to use
in and out.
Yeah, he'd have to sacrifice. I guess he could drop Olva quite happily. Scouts for Bob as well, really is picking up all those military cards. High military on Matt is a great way to start, even if it's a team full of women you find yourself with. Getting the military can be key when it gets to the mid and late game.
Yep, he can be rough getting off that level 1 military, so you got that opportunity. That is fantastic. Queen will refresh just for Anon.
Interesting. Level up. Yep. And Polestone. Interesting. Wonder where she's planning to go if she gets it right.
That is a very good question. AB Tarvalon? Well, we'll never know.
We'll never know. Maybe if we remember to ask her in the post-game interview, because we'll definitely remember that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, speaking of post-game, if you aren't aware, we're trying a new Q&A feature on YouTube, so all streams this month, you'll be able to put questions into that Q&A feature, and myself and the commentator of the night, in this case, Skeeter, will be answering those questions at the end of the stream. Anything you want to ask us about the game, about anything, feel free to drop those questions in there. Unless it's like a 3.5 hour game, and then, I don't know, we might get bored and leave.
Or we might filter some of those more inane questions.
Tywin's Gap? Yeah?
Sure. I mean, it's not honestly the worst place for a Gwyn to be, but there isn't really a bad place, I feel.
I mean, she has a skimming, so...
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter where she is. Maybe that was why she went with the ball, so because she didn't care where she was going.
Right. Put her anywhere near the coast and she can just sail back to Alien.
Yeah, yeah.
Backward.
She has a deep waters in hand as well for that, but... Yeah, Gwyn's off to a great start. Right now, the guiding the people, duties to the people, and skimming. Basically, everything of the people. And just a very popular member of our community, so definitely a woman of the people.
Icicle taking out the Trollocs. From the Tavern Row.
He's still not tier 1 yet.
And another scouts from Bob.
Yeah. Killed in battle and an expert flourish left over for him. See what else he picks up in Tarvalon here. Gonna peek with Min first.
Didn't like whatever that was.
Ends up with a bait and trap. And Hamar finally finds himself a man and can afford it. Definitely going to be taking that one.
Absolutely.
Things start to look up for Bob a bit. That's
I'm enjoying all of that real estate to stack up his followers.
Yeah.
The Queen will go skimming.
I was going to say that's the benefit of not having Rand around, but soon it'll just be the benefit of being in the last seat.
True.
If in a 4-player game, the order of players is going to be changing soon, y'all. So
that is exciting.
Yes, not to a new set order, to be based on dice roll. Automated. It should be here by the time this month's league games are done, which is when we'll probably start testing that feature.
Very nice.
Trollocs gonna test Zach's features right now though, and take a chip off that block of copper he had built up.
Indeed, and that was after binning Eganin, which he looked like he was going to take for a second.
Icicle finally going to hit the tier 1. Landing Alien. Picks himself up on Borderlands training and assert dominance.
The assert dominance goes straight to the discard pile.
I'm going through the Trollocs.
Interesting.
Getting use out of the expert flourish. I
I
don't hate that.
Refresh that favor, yeah.
Yeah. It's like more profitable than going to Kyrian this turn, right? So gets a level. I would probably put the level on Kareni personally, just so she could play Call Lightning if I want. or gateway. It's like I don't feel like having one on min does anything for you. He's gonna toss though on his way through, making use of that peak like you said earlier. Finds the spoils of war, might just throw that one straight out, get himself an extra 6 coin as well. So a very profitable turn, both in regards to resources and the military level gain there. And he hasn't even done Maradon yet. Chesmal Emery though will set his troops back a bit and remain to make no further progress in the finding a man department.
Indeed. He's off to an early lead in the point totals.
Yeah. Gets another toss here too, plus a draw, so probably draw first, and if it's bad, toss it. Got a bait and trap to toss though, if not, so... Welcome party? Probably toss the bait and trap. No, gonna keep them both. No toss.
Interesting.
And go in. Landing... Oh, is that Arangil? I thought she was landing in Camelin there for a second. Finds a hard choice in the search party, so she could guide the people and then play either one of those into the duty to the people. Probably prefer the hard choices just because it saves coins. Like search party, you might have to spend coins on whatever you flip. But yeah.
True enough.
Abdel Myrna. Flipped and recruited.
And Perrin will enter the ways. Looks like he's going to lose Else Grinwell. Hanging on to that over. We'll make it back to Eamon's Field and flip his tier 2.
What up, Wolf brother?
And take out the pumps.
I see you. He lost the else?
He did, yeah.
I would have lost the over, but interesting.
It's a choice. I guess he's already got a level 5 channeler, so...
Yeah, but like, he has a skimming in hand and a warded conversation, so he could play the skimming and keep the warded conversation up. Like, what's Olver doing, you know? He really... Like... I don't know, Horn comes up slightly more often now that Ingtar's in the game, but...
Yeah, still not super frequent.
More Trollocs. Is that the third
More
lot?
Trolloc.
God damn. Trollocs throwing hands today.
Seems that way. Toss him mount up. Draw without peeking.
Oh, fuck off, Robin.
Guess he said Ingtar. He didn't say anything about the value of Ingtar, though. So throwing that out there.
Thanks for the backup. Looks like Jessica went back to Haddon Merc last turn. I didn't see what she picked up. Unless it was a foretell, but that was probably the draw just now.
Yeah, I never saw that hit the discard pile.
Oh no,
so
sorry,
I'm
she
not
didn't
sure.
get a... Oh no, yeah, I'm getting confused between people. Zach playing his favourite card, Bond Warder.
Yep. Ah, that explains picking up Myrna. Okay,
Yeah.
now I get it. Should have seen that coming.
Should've. You don't need to see Zach's hand to know that he wants to play Bond Warder. And Icicle wants to play the Old Blood. Gonna get himself a level in each attribute. That whole 25%. I should just call that card 25%. Because that's all I say whenever it comes up. Cancel meeting discarded by Bob on the toss. Going to Maradon. Still digging to try and find himself a second male. Picks up a learned in combat. That is going to be a nice one. We'll be able to use that now. Oh, no, the Hamar's not. Well, he could use it with Min, but...
True.
I think he'll probably wait till the next turn. An Arena Half-4. Ugh. Another female. Has been bad luck for Bob.
Right. All
Those
these
flips
enticing females, because he's been scooping them up. Rini had a lot of utilities.
He's just drawing some cards in Arangil. I think she's actually bouncing at Arangil.
Ah, okay, that explains it. That makes sense. Okay, that's reasonable.
Unprofitable. I like how we spoke at the exact same time there and said very different things.
Yeah, I mean, getting that hand built up to where you want it.
Yeah, but like, you could be doing that in Alien and not losing a coin every turn.
While also gaining favor. Okay,
Yeah.
agreed, that's fair. And she intentionally skimmed there, so... it's a choice.
Yeah, I don't really get it. But she claims that she's not drinking White Claw tonight. So we can't blame that.
Alright, fair enough. Looks like Zach got a Pavara in the bin, and then flipped to Moraine.
Double duty there. Ice gonna skim out of Emmons Field. Picks up a high channel on his way. 10 people here? Why are 10 people watching us?
Very good.
We don't get that amount of numbers. What up, everyone? Shout out your big bad souls for being here. Learning combat.
I mean, we did the last time I was on.
Maybe it's you. Oh my god, yeah. Do you promote? You do promote, don't you? You promote everything. What am I talking about? You promote things that you're not even in.
That's true.
Rescue townsfolk, promise power, welcome party, bait and trap, old blood is Matt's hand right now. After that learned in combat. And he's going to find a Cooladin, not the man he was looking for.
Indeed.
This is my viral era kill. Yeah. 10 counts as viral. Let's go! Let's go!
It's an important step on the way.
Apologies to any headphones users. There were sound effects.
Matt tosses in old blood.
No surprise there. Finds himself a forged letter on the other side of it. Be a rough game for Bob. Sorry, go ahead.
Would you have considered picking up the free Moraine if you're Matt there? I mean, I know he's looking for a man, but free Moraine's nothing to scoff at.
I don't think there's any pressure to. Because I don't think anyone else is interested. Like, no one else can get it for free, right? I think right now he probably just cares about finding men way more than a random channeler.
Okay, fair point.
If there was, like, a Ransat next to him, sure. But without a Ransat next to him, and with Zach already having a Pavara in the bin, like, there is zero pressure on the Marine. So no reason to prioritize it above the 4 men that you still need.
Alright. It looks like Jessica bounced again, tossed a bunch, and...
Like, if she's getting to the bottom of the tavern, then you pick it up. Because you don't want to lose it before you hit tier 2 yourself. Sorry,
right,
harping on the same point here.
Yep.
Pavara for
no worries.
Nynaeve, gonna get her to an early tier 3. Nothing out of the ordinary there.
First one to tier 3, in fact.
Yeah. Zach came to say, I don't care that you buffed everyone else. I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna draw some weaves, and I'm gonna smoke some noobs.
I have 107 Nynaeve games under my belt, and I will show what I do with that.
Did you just count that up? Or was that a random number?
That was just a random number. I don't think it's probably quite that high, but
Let's see, let's see.
give him time.
I mean, not this year, but combined. No, it's not that high. He's got 58 games. Still pretty good. Still pretty high.
Indeed. Perrin finished his skim. Where did he land?
Man, Jessica's just making this duty to the people worse and worse. I'm not a fan of this. She's in a not so tired to ready Jasper and Anne. I have to charge it? She's going through? I don't understand what's happening. Picked up a ball of the winds. She's gonna go through the Trollocs?
Guess so. Well, she's tired of bouncing.
I mean, yeah, it was unprofitable.
She does have a good chunk of her traits. Scoot it up there a bit.
Picking up a Layla. Nope, I'm lost. I have trust in Jessica.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because she's a very good player. Proven herself time and time again. I definitely think she's gonna be hungry for a title this year. But right now, I don't know what the hell she's doing.
Fair enough. Nynaeve going in the tier 1 pile, finds a Drakkar. I assume that'll go straight to the bin.
I mean, you could just kill it. It's 3 points.
Oh, yeah. I guess he has
Like,
tier 3 now.
Yeah,
So.
he had 1 troop, so like...
Yeah, no major loss, 4 points.
The mystery of Jigwin, yeah. Backflip for ice. Really
And,
massaging that skill.
Don't know if you saw that. That's what he picked up in Hadden Merc last turn.
Right. That will have been one of the Gwen's discards then, I'm assuming. He's gonna find... excuse me. He's gonna find the murderer. I'll use a Borderlands training for an extra level. Looks like he bought a level in tier there as well. Oh, no, he didn't. He didn't. But he might. He's got enough resources, especially after killing the murderer. Looks like he's separated 5 of the coins already, so probably wanting to.
Indeed. And yep, you are correct.
Keep stacking up favour off that Dorian as well, making strong use of the Tyrant Soldier. And back to Hadden Merc to grab the charge. Solid turn for ice.
Not too shabby.
16 levels.
16.
Yeah.
Very good.
Got a high chant and a charge, so has the levels to get there. Not that you want to use a charge specifically for that, but... going to be passing through some actions on his way to Malden as well. And another man found, finally, for Bob.
Bringing his total up to 2.
Yeah.
All very good.
Gold does make 2.
Still 3 to go for him, but progress is progress.
Progress is
Queen
progress.
Goes to Shanghai, where she finds a folded light. Does she still have that earlier one in her hand?
No, I think she used that. She has a foretell and a bowl of the winds. Guiding the people, duty to the people. Hard choices, search party. Nynaeve looking for a tier 3 weave. Gonna find herself a Blossoms of Fire?
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Very nice.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Holy shit.
Did Perrin just backflip again?
No. That's the same one from before.
He's just moving up to Erangel, it looks like.
Yeah.
Working on some hand improvement there. Probably something else to find him that last skill point or two.
You would have hoped. Unfortunately for him, it was an assert dominance and an enter the whiz, so...
Oof.
Bob got to be feeling the pressure now. Being on 2 men, it's okay. Nineeve's tier 3, but she hasn't found anything dangerous yet. I still got to. Oh shit, she has a blossoms.
Yep.
That's pressure.
Good. Tarble
No
on.
other tools though. We haven't seen any arrows of fire this game or call lightning. So currently, the blossoms is the only thing that Zach has to work with. Which is a bit of a saving grace for some of the other players.
True. And looks like Bob will find his 3rd man.
With a Bedlam, yeah. So, closer and closer. And with the amount of females that have been flipped, you have to think there might be a string of men in a row here.
Indeed, although Gwyn finds a Colivir in the tier 1 deck. Not interested.
Right now, I feel like Icicle's in the only real seat that could contend with Nynaeve if Nynaeve gets anything else to fight with. It looks like she's pilfered plans on a Gwen. Gonna find a search party for the trouble.
Not what he was hoping for. I think he was hoping there'd be a Arrows of Fire or something in there.
Not gonna get arrows of fire from a tier 2 though.
Tier 2.
But yeah,
Fair.
call lightning. Had a merc for Bob. Probably gonna grab that backflip, I imagine. Or a mount up. Probably a mount up. I'd go for a mount up. You don't want to be backflipping when you want to hit tier 3. Oh, what a loser.
Well, he's all skilled up for that Horn of Valir if he manages to find it.
Sure.
Someone does.
Yeah. Don't say the I word. Robin will perk up again. Flanking coming out for Bob. To help him beat a Grey Man. I can't say anything. I used a blood knife ring on a Grey Man yesterday. I won the game.
No.
It let me use that learned in combat that I attached to Rizella I was talking about earlier. When I did it, I was like, okay, guys, if I win this game, it's because I used this blood knife ring on this Grey Man. So, sometimes it's the right call. Flanking, definitely worth spending. Unfold the Fan picked up for a Gwen. Does have the levels to play that with Jasper and Anne thanks to that refresh earlier. If she should so need it. Natty Court on the flip. Might get access to a little bit of skill. But not too much you can do with 3. I think 4 probably. The more important skill break point for a Gwen.
But she decides it's worth the 2 favor.
Keeps it away from Perrin as well. Don't want him to stack up Edmund's fielders. Not that he's looking to, because 2 of them in a Gwen's party so far. Zach just going to carry in on his off turns from digging in Jangite Pass.
Yeah.
And flip himself an Aerith. Imagine he'll probably take that.
Yeah. He does. Here comes the backflip again from Icicle.
I'm kind of confused by this. I suppose... No. I don't know, like, is he going to pick up a skimming or something? I mean, that's good, because it gets him the last level that he needs.
True. Yeah. That
So
worked
now
out
he
alright.
could pick up a skimming or something. He doesn't... Oh, he does need to charge. They were even. That's a shame.
Well, now he's got more than enough points, and he'll just pick that charge right back up it had in Merc, so it's not a major loss.
I don't know if you do. I feel like it's just so slow walking into Malden at this point. I just want to get a skimming, honestly. If there's a gateway, oh, you could play gateway, but yeah.
Yep, skimming it is.
Ice
Good call.
agrees with me. Love to see it.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Oh shit. I did the wrong sound effect then. That wasn't a big summer blowout. I thought it was a clap still. It's the label still says clap because that's what I replaced. Ah, fuck it. Skimming's a big summer blowout.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
So is Wireman.
Yet another male that Bob was not looking for.
Yeah.
He is still on 3 male
Gonna
followers. I
lose
believe.
as well. That is unfortunate.
That is a bummer. He can afford the favor loss that he takes from the butcher's bill on Weiramon, but
Yeah, full of
not
resources.
fun.
If he has a welcome party, so if a man does get left in the tavern row, he'll have an opportunity to get it before somebody else could recruit in between. Folded light use for Gwyn just to get a level, avoiding Wireman, I think. Or is she fighting Wireman?
Like she's flipping. I think she used the folded light to get through the Trollocs.
I thought she was an Arangil. But I might have been wrong.
I also might be wrong.
I kind of lost track of what Jessica was doing for a good 10 or 15 minutes there, I'm not gonna lie. More
Another
weaves
tier
for
3
9
weave.
weaves. A fog this time.
I mean, not a terrible thing to have in your hand, but definitely not what Zach was looking for there.
That's an insurance policy. That's what I like to call it.
Sure.
It's an insurance policy. It's not what you wanted to see, but if something goes wrong, it can save you from a tough spot.
Absolutely.
And in a game of third age, in the top bracket, something's gonna go wrong. Bane Trap taking care of the Wireman now. Is there a coercion in the discard pile? That might be a nice pickup. Maybe even a compelling argument. Got a letter on Reen Harfor so she could play it. Tossing a mount up. Picked up an ambush. See what he goes for with the Wireman pickup here. Very curious what plan he's got in mind. Scouts.
Interesting.
I don't understand that one bit.
Doesn't seem like the ideal choice when you could, as you said, pick up one of those other cards which might allow you to snag a male follower from one of your opponents.
Yeah, there isn't a coercion, but there is a compelling argument that he could play. There's a find allies as well. I'm pretty sure there's men in the discard pile.
Yeah, Picor's in there, I know. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
That's a good male pickup. Jessica finds even Hopwell.
Did she just bowl of the winds at Eben Hopwell?
I guess. She was in Four Kings, so it was a free Eben Hopwell, but
Well, she moved Four Kings with the bowl.
yeah, she was in Camelin. She played the Bowl of the Winds to get Eben moved to Four Kings and got him for free. Interesting. All right.
That's a big summer blowout.
Up in the
Big
alley
summer
on the ground.
blowout.
I wholeheartedly approve of that play. Let's go, Jessica. Ball of the wins. Get a man out of the tier 1 deck. Fuck you, Bob.
Alright, fair.
Who cares about the channeling level? It's all about
Right.
screwing Bob over.
Absolutely. Perrin will land in Malden and get his tier 3.
Also gets to reveal a character this turn.
True.
Thanks to that handy tier 1. Just finds himself an Elysian, however.
He can afford it.
Has a 2 arms in hand, so that's why he was flipping tier 2s. No reason to get an Elysian, other than to deprive Matt, but like, that seems extra.
Well, he's gonna do it.
Alright. Let's go.
Might have
If Bob
eyes on
wins this
going to
game-
get that charge.
All it means is he earned it. Well, yeah, you could go get the charge, and then you could just jump to Olmoth plane and attach it to him, because you're pairing.
Yeah, true.
He doesn't have the charge still, Robin. It's, it got spent to beat Valda. Another woman.
Oof.
Gonna take that
Well,
one
whenever
anyway.
he does find those 5 male
Oh, yeah.
followers, he will have a good party already stacked up and ready to go.
Unfortunately, the troops not looking quite so secure. He's gonna need to build them up before he's ready to try and pass the tier 2 to tier 3 barrier.
True. And he's been trying with those Meridon bounces. He just keeps running into enemies. Foretell from Jessica.
She picked up another not so tired. Get a new poll going.
Looks like Jessica took that first poll. 62%.
Yeah.
Zach trailing behind.
And an ambush coming out to put Matt in Jangai Pass. The Void being
Evidently.
flipped by Nynaeve. That's going to be a nice one for her. Still does need to find something else in battle though. Although a fair amount of troops built up.
Yeah, so he's
Now.
sitting at 14 base. Still needs a little bit more juice or to pick up something nice with a Void before he goes Forsaken hunting.
Well, he's got the blossoms, so, you know. He's on 15 next turn in Kairien.
Yeah, actually that gets you through most of them.
28 or lower you can beat. I think I'm probably flipping. Plus you've got a discard and you've got a fog for protection. Like, worst comes to worst, you play the Void and then you fog.
Yep, true enough.
No reason not to flip.
Owl code found by Bob, who continues his streak of finding males that are not helpful to him. And losing
Really
troops
been
in
a
the
rough
process.
ride for Bob here today. Gonna have to put some work in if he wants to secure himself a spot at that invitational. Beltane right around the corner.
Indeed.
How many points are you on at the moment?
I lost my first game, so whatever that gives me, 1.
2 straight wins then.
Yep. Oh, that's the plan.
That's the plan. It's a hell of a dream.
See, the idea is you lose and it sinks to the bottom first, and then everyone's super surprised when you shoot to the top.
Genius. It makes perfect sense. Because, like, if you sink to the bottom, you're with everyone else who sunk to the bottom, right? Easier
Exactly.
pickings.
Yeah, theoretically, though, honestly, there aren't any bad players in this league.
Yeah, outside of yourself, yeah.
Ooh, harsh. See if I defend you next time Robin brings up the in-car situation.
Oh god, no! It was all a mistake. Hey, you might be a terrible player, but you're a great commentator, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I gotta have something going for me.
Apparently we got cuteness going. That's all we need.
Yeah, there's that.
Herod Fell knows a little thing about cuteness. Just don't bring that girl around here.
Indeed.
Looks
That's
like...
okay. It's safe. She's over in Matt's party.
Yeah, but like, you kind of have to take the Herod Fell now, right?
Yeah, free for Matt.
And a man.
And a man, yeah. And, you know, 8 skills, nothing to shy away from there. Especially Zach is only sitting at 3 skill. That gives him some flexibility.
Yeah, that
later.
is true. That is true. Obviously, he was looking for a fight there, but I don't hate going back to Jangai Pass one more time.
Yeah.
Simply because, like, no one else is really putting pressure on. Ice doesn't look like he's quite ready to fight a Forsaken yet, and Bob's still struggling. Egwene's just trying to get her levels up. So, like, you've got the time to try and find a death gate or something. And if you do, then you'll be slapping. But, like, you know, you could just go to Tavalon and keep digging for a fight this turn, but I think I prefer the Jangai Pass just one more time, build up a couple more troops first.
Sure.
Make sure that you really can beat anything that you're flipping for, and then you can aggressively hunt.
Whew. Eiling Noon found by Bob, which he'll take her. Not what he was hoping for, however.
Yeah. I feel like maybe we should just clip that and replay it.
Right?
Not what he was hoping for.
Put that on your soundboard.
I might 3D print some little signs that say miss or something like that. Just flash them over my camera every now and then.
Right.
Tylee Kurgan, that's a miss! Tom Marilyn, it's kind of a
Free.
miss.
Yeah, but free.
It's free.
I want to yell at Zach to get his followers a little bit more lined up there. Maybe an OCD problem.
I mean, everyone's, to be fair, other than Jessica. Jessica's a very nice and neat, everyone else is a fucking mess. Look at Bob over there. But to be fair, I do not blame Bob for having lost complete control of... like, I'd have given up too if I were him. My party would look like that.
True.
This Malin, though, so out of position. Awful.
Little bit. I think
You
just
see
went
him?
to Had Merc. Didn't see what he picked up there.
Looks like he got throwing knives, or he picked that up somewhere else. Might have been a charge. Might have been a charge, and he already had the throwing knives. That's what he's got, either way. And a hopper.
Oh, Bob finds a hopper!
Careful word. Still needs one more, though. That's 4. Come on, Bob, you can do it. Someone
Again, it's
steals from
progress.
him now.
Ooh, Jessica playing hard choices on the tier 2 deck. Always a fun one to see.
I love hard choices. I think it's a very underrated card.
I like it. You don't feel that it's potentially handing too many tools to your opponents.
There's that Horn of Valir we were talking about.
Indeed. That's going to be scooped up.
Matt has first pick. Might go for a tree song, honestly. Just to find a man.
Yeah, true. You can get
Although, are they both tier? Are they all tier 2? Is Elba Hammond a tier 2? I can't remember if he's 2 or 1. I think he's 2, isn't he?
I believe he is. Oh, that does diminish the utility of that.
Yeah. Goes for the healing. Don't hate it. Gonna want to be saving your troops pretty soon, so.
Absolutely. I cannot see not picking up the horn if you're Zac, though, with that Herod Fell available to play it.
Yeah, it seems like the call.
Yep. and
Doesn't
that's
leave
what
it
he'll
going
do.
with very much. Horse Trail's nice, but.
True. And if nothing else, it's discard fodder for her.
We'll get another level from that at the end of the turn. Bins of the Tree Song. No use for that. Gets rid of an Execution too. Almost there now on the levels. Not that it's a rush for a Gwen. Nynaeve, I'm gonna go to Maradon, keep looking for a fight. I don't hate this line either. I just prefer to go into Jangai again. Hopefully find something this time.
Did work out well for him with that horn. Final goes straight to the bin, feeds the horn.
Jeez.
Silent.
No men flipped, no Forsaken flipped. Skitty, good to take care of things for 10 to 12 minutes while I have a smoke and make a coffee?
Absolutely.
Perfect. I will give you the true power.
Mwahahaha.
You know how you get it, right?
I did see that clip earlier, and it was quite disturbing.
Okay, before I chat the porn bots, I will leave.
Please. Alright, and with that distraction, let's see. Parent. Looks like he wolf dreamed to Balma. Finds an unidentified object of power. And flips an Agonor! He has 21 combat strength right now, and Agonor is sitting at 25. He's got the charge to work with, so he's in good shape there. Although he might have been hoping to attach that charge to Elysian. That is a problem for later. He will play the charge. And assuming no fuckery, that will be successful, it looks like. And we have one Forsaken down. They were just waiting for James to leave to show up, obviously. And yeah, Robin, you're right. Ingtar is awesome. We do have the horn out there without him, so there is that, but it would be interesting to see maybe Bob pick up an Ingtar on his next draw. Then we've got lots of potential Ingtar, Horn of Valir madness going on. And Delius coming out for his second flip, which he doesn't take. Matt Peaks accidentally reveals awards, and then picks up, looks like a new recruits. Not terrible, but he's already maxed on military, and he finds a Chiad on the tier 1 deck. So I'm sure he is breathing a lot of sad sighs at this point. Still looking for that 5th male to get to his tier 2. Jessica a false trailer. Was that a discard? I'm not sure what just happened there. Yeah, no, Jessica going to Jengai Pass. Ah, it was with false trailer. Okay. And in Jengai, she will find another Foretell. Which I suspect she'll probably end up playing next turn. That'll flip her tier 3. Got Zach going to Tarvalon through the Trollocs. I assume he's going to continue looking for a fight here. Drive finds a moment's notice, not super helpful. But he does flip an Ishamael. And he's got the juice with those blossoms, assuming no fuckery there. He'll play the Void first, just might as well, I suppose. Finds a For the Light, follow their lead, and a Persecution. Some of that will be going to the discard pile before this turn's done. And here come the Blossoms. That will knock Ishamael down to 15 combat strength. Zach is sitting at 16, so that will be plenty. And 2 Forsaken down. See, all we needed was for James to take a break to get this game really rolling, folks. And that will give Zach the slight lead. Over Icicle, but just by a hair. They're sitting at 30 and 31 points respectively. Now let's see what Perrin gets up to follow up his last Forsaken battle. He's stuck over in this corner of the universe without the benefit of jumping to Almuth to wait while his Wolf Dream recycles. Now he'll play a High Chant. Not a terrible move. I think we will and yep, he will flip a tier 2, finds a Mordeth. I do not think he has the favor for Mordeth. Oh, some trolling from Robin in the peanut gallery. Oh, looks like Matt's going to welcome party Mordeth. Nice, nice. Too shabby. That will get swapped for, I assume, a Tom, Herod Fell, maybe. No, he takes Ulver. Okay, yeah, that's fair choice. We do know the Horn of Valyr is in play, and it does get him his tier 2, so good job, Bob. You got there. It was rough, but you managed. Bye, Farstrider. Thanks for dropping by. Enjoy that walk in the sunshine. Matt playing some new recruits. Gonna build up his troop stack a little bit before he starts looking to get his tier 3 out of the way. Jessica playing that Foretell, flipping her tier 3. She will go digging in the tier 3 deck. Oh right, I have the power to look at what's going on here. She picks up a kill command now that she's got that Vora's Rod at her disposal. And Misdirection. Doesn't quite have the Datamar levels to play it just yet, but could come in handy. And looks like Zach heading back to Sholar Bella. He will use his tier 3 to recover the Blossoms of Fire. Wants to be sure and get that out of the deck before somebody else has a chance to. This card's a messenger. We are back to Icicle, who will use Nelician to play an unidentified object of power to kill his own Mordeth. Fair enough. Doesn't want that sticking around to harm him potentially. He worked hard for that 10 skill and he's going to keep it, damn it. Bob going through the Trollocs. Tosses a rescued townsfolk. And picks up a Bury the Dead. Racks up some more troops at Meridon. He is reducing the cost of something, it looks like. Three of his followers, four. And paying just 1 coin for Adelius. Not ready for a fight yet, so just increasing that follower count. Nynaeve will head back to carrying. Yeah, Robin. Egwene picked up a Mystic Direction with that foretell a moment ago. Egwene flips an Aram, and she will pass on that. Zach, fresh Blossoms of Fire back in hand. Horn of Valyr at his disposal. Is heading to Chachin, racking up some resources. Draws from the tier 2 deck, finds some throwing knives. Can't play the throwing knives and the Horn of Valyr at this point, but they're worse things to have around. Aaron Wolf Dreaming back to Haddon Merc, where he will, I'm guessing, pick up that charge.
Oh my, I am here.
Welcome
I just spilled
back.
some coffee though, so I'm actually cleaning it up.
Gotcha.
Rather than
You get just so excited with all those Forsaken flipping and just start flinging your coffee everywhere.
No, I was just rushing because I thought I'd been ages. Being a goof.
Fair enough.
But I'm here. Yeah, I saw both Forsaken fights from my little smoking shelter on the iPad. Take it not much has happened since then though, because I missed the last few minutes while I was making said coffee.
Nope, nothing super exciting since then. We are back around to Zach. I missed a couple of things there. Obviously nothing too dramatic. Zach going to Meridon, rack some troops back up. Wait for that scene at once to recharge.
Yeah, I'm just going to do a quick hand recap, because they were just viewing the board while I was away, so... Obviously, I know you've been saying cards, but...
Yep.
For Gwyn, Duty to the People, Unfolding the Fan, Not So Tired, Close Call, The Green Man, Kill Command, Misdirection, and a Compulsion. For Icicle... Sorry, not Icicle. Zach. On the Nynaeve, we have A Moment's Notice, Horn of Valyr, Throwing Knives, Playface Upper, Convenient Timing, Loose Badger, Blossoms of Fire, Fog, and Mount Up. And Ice is holding Charge, Last Stand, one of the new cards. Throwing Knives, 2 arms enter the ways, assert dominance toward conversation. Matt with arrows of fire, healing, and a mask of mirrors.
Not too shabby. Right while you were going
and I
through
buried the
that,
dead, sorry.
yeah,
Go ahead.
Icicle picked up a free Bale Domon, and Bob picked up somebody at a discount. I think Kareem, was it?
Yep, Harin Dintagara 2 wins. That was the one I was getting confused with when I said Zareen. It was Dintagara 2 wins.
There's a Z.
Yeah, there's
Pokemon
Zyder as
too,
well,
which is-
yeah. Oh, I hope we do
might
see
also
this
be a Din 2
misdirection.
wins.
It might be, I don't know. No, she's Zyder Dinpareed Blackwing, I think.
Okay.
Uh,
It's important we get this stuff right, you know.
Yeah. Look, I really want to see this misdirection. Oof.
Absolutely.
I love that card. I've only played it once or twice, but so much fun when you get to screw somebody over with that.
Right.
Just get to unload their entire hand on a Trolloc Fist or whatever.
Perrin using Bale Domon to head up to Karen.
Lose the fight to the biggest enemy you can find.
Yep. Ice
That's an
flips
hour.
a deed. Looks like he's gonna pass.
Kinda surprised he's not going to look for a fight with the charge and the throwing knives. It's like 14 plus he's on 14 already. I guess Zach needs to build up some more troops or something to go with his blossoms, so it's not like he can recharge as quickly as other Nynaeves that have an extra battle wave also.
True. I wouldn't be surprised to see Icicle look for a fight once his Wolf Dreams recharge. That might be what he's waiting on.
Yeah, just to get to a village, yeah. Yulfin, the draw for it going.
Discards and almost there on the day tomorrow. We could see it.
One more level, right?
Yep.
Has a kidnapping in hand. Could play that. Get min or something.
True. Back building up some more troops at Meridon and looking for a tier 3.
Oh, Bob actually hit tier 2. Think I missed that.
Yeah, he sure did. He
Really over.
yeah, he got Morden. No. The one that allows you to
Mordeth.
steal somebody else's
Mordeth.
character. Mordeth. Just drew a blank on that and yeah, picked up Ulver off of Ice.
What happened to the Mordeth?
Ice then turned around and used an unidentified object of power on his own character to kill Mordeth.
Okay. Damn, son, I missed that. Sounds crazy.
Yeah. I had to double check, like, can you use that on your own follower? Yep, you sure can.
If it doesn't say another player.
And indeed it does not. Bob also racking up some troops and finding a Hadnon Kurdir.
Not sure he's big enough for that one, is he? He's 19, 20 with Hopper. Oh.
Needs one more point. That's
I mean,
hard.
he has an Arrows of Fire, it's just whether he's
Yeah,
willing to
man.
spend it.
Yep,
He is.
looks like he will. And I'm guessing we might see Zach pick that back up.
Yeah, well, the thing is, if I'm Zach, I'm actually not picking the Arrows up. I'm going to Tavlon and picking the Void up with my tier 3 and hoping that I flip a fight that turn so that I can pick the Arrows up as well.
Right. Fair enough. Bob also taking advantage of that healing that he got a while back.
Yep.
Hadn't worked.
And he will, of course, hit tier 3 now. So Bob is managing to catch up, and, you know, he's stayed around the sim on the score track. So he's not out of this game by any means.
Absolutely. And he's pretty much geared up and ready for a fight.
Getting there. Wouldn't mind for a few more of his followers to come back around.
Sure.
I'm gonna have a couple of them up on the next turn.
3 more up. Yep.
Yeah. And it looks like Zach won't get a chance to pick up the Arrows of Fire, because Gwen beat him to it and had Merc.
Indeed.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Now, would you have picked up the Void if you're Egwene there instead of the arrows?
No. The only reason you do it in Nynaeve is because if you pick up the Void and then immediately fill up a fight, your tier 3 is still active, so you can use it with the Void to pick up the arrows.
Okay, I see. That makes sense.
Then you get them both in one turn, you know, rather than...
Yep. That is smart.
But yeah, for Gwen picking up the arrows, great call there. Gonna make Zach struggle a bit more if he decides to look for a fight here, which it looks like he is gonna, because he was last turn. Does still have the throwing knives and the Horn of Valir though, so...
True. So he can
plenty
only play
of
one,
gas.
that gives him some versatility. Yep. And he did pick up the Void.
Yeah. I think he can actually play both, because he has a moment's notice.
Oh.
But
That is
still
true. I forgot
unable
about
to
that.
find. It's unfortunate. Get to draw a card every time as well, because of Herodfell. Oof, baby. You could combat that together with your tier 3. Holy shit, I just thought of some shit. Oh my god. Oh, baby. Okay, so you start a fight. You use Herodfell to play a throwing knives, right? You've already played the Blossoms. You start with the Blossoms. Then you use Herodfell to play throwing knives. That generates 2 card draws, so you can use your tier 3 to pick up the Blossoms. And then, like, something else, I guess? A fresh
send
card?
The Void in that
Yeah,
situation
the
if you want,
Void.
look for
Yeah.
more.
And then if you need the Blossoms, you can play it again, otherwise you've got it ready for your next fight.
Right.
Holy shit. Herodfell's nuts on Nynaeve, guys. You heard it here first.
Bob with many followers background. He's gonna stop in Chachin and
Watching
charge up a
Tuesday
little
night, Tuesday night's league game where everybody's just ball of the wins in for Herodfell.
bit. Alright. Jessica needs to find some juice and start looking for a fight. She's starting to get some separation on the board there.
Yeah, it is a bit worrying. Does have Cold Lightning and Arrows in hand, but
Does take advantage of that discard to get that 10th level in Day Damar,
Yep.
so
yeah.
we could definitely see some spice coming up here pretty soon.
Misdirection, definitely on the card. It's gonna drop the compulsion.
Ooh.
Seen a few of them ones come out. High school, perhaps not seen that card before. One of the newer ones.
Indeed.
Zach's gonna keep on digging. See if he manages to find one this time, or if Ice will pull the rug out from under him again. Sindin. Now that could be problematic.
Indeed.
Oh no, he's fine.
Nah, he's got plenty.
Yeah, she's dead. You could just play the throwing knives, I think. No, that's not a one-off. Play the.
has
You
4
probably
or
don't want to
5
waste the
right
horn,
now,
do you? The thing is, if you play the Blossoms, the Gwen can pick it up next turn and add a Merc.
True.
Start with a Void.
Sure.
It's not a battle card, so it's free. Picked A resupply, a Tavern, and a Sorrowful Execution. Gonna play the Blossoms. And a Fighting Dirty comes out from Egwene.
Oof.
Missed that draw. Big summer blowout.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Harsh.
Still got the fog though. So, gonna be absolutely fine. Just can't play any more battle cards.
Fog is not a battle card?
Oh god, it is. Can't fog. Oh!
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Definitely a big summer blowout.
Indeed.
That is... Sindane's Butcher's Bill is lethal. Everybody else gets to steal a card from your hand.
Oh!
They don't get to see
that
your
is
hand.
rough. True. What's his tier distribution in his head? Because I might be going for that Horn of Valir if I'm Ice or Bob.
So the player to the left gets the first pick. That's Ice.
Yeah. So, like I was just saying, I think I maybe go for one of his tier 2s and try and get that Horn of Valir.
Yeah. I don't know if they know about the throwing knives, but I don't think they do. But that's 2 chances of good for him.
Indeed. It's even potentially better for Bob, who
What's
would
going
also like those throwing knives.
Oh, he's shuffling.
Flipping and unflipping and flipping and unflipping. Keep them on their toes, Zach. That's the way to do it. It's psychological warfare.
Oh, that was me and him.
Ah, okay.
I kept flipping him back over, and then he'd do it like a minute later with lag. The Horn of Lear gets picked up by Icicle. The throwing knives gets picked up by Bob.
Oh man, that's
He
about
also has
as
the
good as that
Forgotten
could work
Tomes
out
in
for him.
hand. And Egwene gets a resupply.
Wow.
Probably not unhappy with that either.
Right? Yeah, these are all good options
wow.
for everybody.
That was, wow.
Yeah, brutal. And now Bob's in a perfect position to scoop
Big
in and get
summer blowout.
Sindane if he wants.
Yeah, he could probably double dip.
Indeed.
She would take a fair amount of his troops, but I wouldn't hit Icicle's jump down as well, so
Yep.
no Sindane for him. Damn, you don't see that Butcher's Bill too often. That was nasty though. Loyal.
True. I don't know that I've ever seen that one actually take effect.
I've had it happen to me. It's not fun. Although, actually, I had it happen to me once when I was playing Random. It wasn't too bad.
So Ice picks up Loyal with an impressive display. Gets it for
Interesting.
free.
Everyone's hand kind of stacked now. I feel like we're due for an explosive finish any minute here, really. In fact, I should probably get... I don't know if there's even time for an endgame poll.
There are still 3 Forsaken to go. Let's see how.
Yeah, I know, but one of them's gonna go now.
Yeah, all right, make that 2.
Exactly, that's what I mean.
Jessica going ahead and taking this opportunity to resupply. Yes, why not?
Don't know why now, though. I feel like you save it in case you need it for a fight, and if you don't, you play it after to recharge. Personally.
Yeah, fair.
But
well, he did try to double dip, but oh no, I guess he went for a tier 2.
nah, that doesn't count.
Elida.
Let's trying to double it. That's a certified bitch move right there. I mean, like, he was on 12. Plus throwing knives is 16. Plus 10, 26.
10. Yeah.
I suppose it's not that high. I've got real big testicles, though, when it comes to stuff like that.
You do like to flip, but it's
I get blown out a
so it works out great for everybody.
because of it.
Yeah.
I push my luck and my luck goes, buddy, I'm gonna push you right back.
All right, I'm gonna take advantage of this momentary lull and take a little break myself. If you
No
got
worries.
this.
Hopefully the game doesn't finish without you.
Right? That is my concern.
I'm just considering whether to buy the Elida, I think. I guess he wants it. I don't know why. Well, they paid like 2 coins though, so. Does have a Mask of Mirrors. Got other followers that could play it when they're ready though. And Corrini would be next turn, so. Along with Adelaus. Jessica not going to pick up the Blossoms, prioritizing finding a fight instead, and finds Heslam. She is on 20. Just gonna need 9 more points to get the job done. Unfortunately, Coal Lightning not quite enough on its own. Gonna have to expend an Arrows of Fire as well. Can't quite use a kill command. Just yet. It's gonna be the arrows into the Coal Lightning, I think. To take care of Heslam. Kill command, not the Coal Lightning. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess if you're not expecting to get another fight, but that's kind of... I feel like you need one more fight if you're gonna win the game in Egwene's current position, because, like, yeah, look, still last. Not that she's not doing her best. Just, I don't know. I get not wanting Zach to pick it up, but Zach already has an Arrows of Fire and a Blossoms to choose from. Like, I don't think the game is even gonna last that long. Everyone can take fights right now, other than now Egwene. I mean, Zach can't, actually. That's a lie. Both the boys can. Both the boys can take fights. Looks like Zach's just gone to Chachin. Found a Sorrowful Execution that turn. Icicle. Don't think his jump's quite up yet. Does have Bale Dome and could travel on river, though I'm not sure if there's any villages linked to Kyrien. I suppose technically he could go to Jarena and flip a character there. With his tier 1 how it is. Never really thought of that, but... Could go to Emmons Field as well, though that's less profitable. Using the loyal. Could be a crucial moment in this game. Depending on what Icicle decides to do here. If he can snag the last kill, he will most certainly ensure himself a spot in that invitational. And he's in a position to do so if he can find a fight on this turn before Bob has a chance. He's going to look for one, but fails to find with Rian Corley on top. Forgotten Tomes for Bob. Going to get himself a kill command. And... can't play backflip. Don't think there's a charge in there. Yeah, I'm hoping Jessica does use the misdirection here. She could screw over Icicle. But like Zach could get a kill in between. If he plays it right.
True. Interesting. Well, I'm gonna have a White Claw to try and encourage Jessica to play that misdirection and wish her luck.
We'll see if she's gonna go for it here or not. She's not. Just find a blood knife ring to go over Call Lightning. Zach's gonna find himself some Blossoms of Fire, so he's not looking for a fight just yet either. Does give Ice a chance to jump to a village and flip twice more here. Definitely feeling like he's in a driver's seat right now. When it comes to who's looking for this final fight. Of course, he did get the first Forsaken, so he's had the most time to recharge.
True. Yeah, I gotta assume everyone's looking for whatever fight they can find at this point. Maybe not Bob. He's fairly
Bob
tapped
can.
out.
Bob can. He's got the kill
I
command
forget
now.
what he has in his hand. Ah, right. Yep. Okay.
And an arrows and a throwing knives. Zach can take some fights, but he only really has the Blossoms. Unless he's still got that throwing knives as well, but I can't see it. I think he got it stolen off him. First
Bob
flip.
can't quite play that.
Oh, he went to Emmons Field with Loyal rather than using his jump. That means he only gets one flip. I don't agree with that at all. I think that, like, that could have been the turn. If Bob flips a Forsaken now, how bad do you feel? Like, when you could have just gone to Four Kings or Falmer and flipped it yourself.
Yep. Well, we'll see if he's gonna end up beating himself up over that. And Samuel.
Woohoo! Big summer blowout.
Now, he can't play the throwing knives. He doesn't have the skill for it or active characters. But he does still have arrows and kill command. That should be enough. Oh! Well, never mind. Playing a Mask of Mirrors to use the throwing knives with Zach's Herod Fell.
Nice. Zach gets a draw card.
Does he? Looked like Bob went ahead and drew that card. I think Bob drew the card. You might want to let them know that. Just pass that along to Zach.
It was the throwing knives card, not the Herod Fell.
Okay. Nine, so he's sitting at 19.
Yeah, I
Just
don't know
has
if he
to-
needed all of that, but
Right, yeah, he could have saved one of those.
maybe just happy to have found a leg back into a game that he had a really rough start in.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that. I mean, one less card in your hand doesn't hurt at this point with the.
Yeah! Doesn't matter so much when you have 30 points next, more than the next player. Wow, that's probably going to be sealing the deal on the game then. Just be the last battle now to take care of. Looks like people were already adding theirs up beforehand by the rate of points that just flew up together.
Indeed.
Alright. Well, despite the poll votes not particularly being with him tonight, Bob managed to clinch that one with an impressive comeback.
Indeed.
I really think Icicle should have won that game.
Yeah, as you said, if he did jump to a village, he'd have gotten that Samuel instead, so.
But honest mistakes do happen.
Yeah.
It's not the sort of mistake you make twice, because once is enough. But it looks like those are the final scores, so let's jump into a little post-game interview with the players.
Ready.
Muted, by the way.
What up, everyone?
Hi.
What a game. So much chaos.
Yeah.
Zach digging for a fight, and Ice was like, nah, bro, I'm gonna find one first. The loss to the Sindane was absolutely brutal. Bob, you had to slog through 276 S-named female characters before finding a man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a crazy game, y'all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That
Jessica,
was a tight one.
I'm kind of sad you didn't play the misdirection.
Yeah.
What does the misdirection do again? You take someone else's turn?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna play it on their knee.
Oh, okay. That would have been cool to see.
Yeah.
Go through Trollocs and like burn the void.
Yeah. You just spend
everything.
everything on the lowest fight you can find and then lose to the biggest enemy you can find.
Mhm.
It's real fun.
That is
Yeah.
crazy.
I hope we get to see
That's next level trolling. I'm not quite sure I'm ready for that level.
it. Hey, you can ask Anth how it feels. I've used it on him before.
Good to know.
Yeah, that was a great game, y'all, and a very fiercely competitive one. Icicle, obviously, you're aware of your error there at the end of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah, it cost me, right?
kinda, yeah. Well, yeah, God. I didn't even...
I can take anything. Like, I should have jumped the phone, but I was thinking I'd get two in one field.
Only with the
Bad
able.
choice. Yeah. Bad choice.
Congratulations.
I got what I deserve.
Thank you.
Probably
That was a
clinched yourself
really
an
tough
invite
game.
to the Beltane Invitational there. Oh, and you definitely earned it, that's the thing. I said about, like, 20 minutes into the game when you were just still struggling, maybe an hour and 20 minutes into the game when you were still struggling to find your second man. I was like, man, if Bob wins this game, he's earned it, because this is a rough start. And
Yep.
he took it home.
I will say, watching the games in the Clap It Up the past week, Matt has been really strong. So that's what led me to picking Matt for this game.
I think people are really underrating the value of his tier 2 right now.
Yeah.
You can get some really insane follower abilities and make use of them with that. And yeah, you just kind of cleaned up after everyone there. So well played. As for the rest of our players, of course, still plenty of chance to earn yourselves and earn yourselves a spot against Bob in the Beltane Invitational.
Woo! Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Play next month in the traits game.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. Make sure we schedule that early in the day.
Alright, I think me and Skeeter will hop back over into the other chat. We've got a few Q&A questions to answer that people have been submitting. There's only a couple, but thanks everyone for a great game. It was a lot of fun to watch, and of course we'll speak soon.
Right.
Great game, guys.
Great game, guys.
Need to hop over to YouTube now.
And let me just switch the view over so you can see our lovely faces. There we go. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Okay, we've not got that many questions here. So, and I don't know if any of them are actually going to be for both of us, but we'll keep them as open as I can. The first one from Robin, I have answered many times before, so I'm almost tempted not to answer it, because I've definitely answered it to him at least 6 times. Why is Bile listed as a dark friend when the rest of the white clerks are not? He might just have been a douchebag, possibly under compulsion. Because he is an amalgamation of... oh, no, sorry, that's Valda that's an amalgamation of Caridin and Valda, which is why I have him as Dark Friend. Bayer is a Dark Friend because he's a Dark Friend, okay? You can't tell me otherwise, that's just the way it is. Like, dude just beat up Perrin for no reason, tied up the girl he was with, and was like, yeah, this is fine. I'll just take this guy's axe and beat him up and like chase him across the entire fucking planet for some reason, just because like he defended himself in combat. Yeah, he's a Dark Friend, that's why. Maybe he was under compulsion too, but if you were under compulsion, that means that you're basically as good as a Dark Friend anyway.
Yeah, close enough, I think is the answer
close
I
enough.
give it there.
Close enough. I'll go to this one. Have you played any traits games yet, Skeeter?
Yeah, I played a couple.
So, a question from Icicle is, which is the most underrated trait? I think the most underrated... It's kind of hard, because a lot of people rate a lot of them. I think Borderlander goes under heads until they've seen it in action. Like, once you've seen Borderlander running, you're like, oh damn, this can do some stuff. But until you've like seen it once, you might not realize that. So I'd probably say that, but I don't know if it counts as underrated. Let me just get a screenshot of this game and then I can load up the traits without worrying about it. Oh, somebody's already posted one. Never mind. Yes, yeah, get the traits.
Now I need to play a little bit more before, because
Kyrianen's not bad.
Indeed.
Kyrianen's not bad.
I did have the opportunity to play Nobles with a Gween, and that was a really fun combination. Again, I don't know if that counts as underrated, but Nobles have a lot of good things going for them. I want to try one with... I know you took some of them out, so I'm not sure what I'm thinking is even still in there. Yeah,
he only took Sean out.
Yeah, and I did kind of want to try one of those too, just to see how that played out. But I want to try one with White Cloaks. I think that has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
You know, you start out a little bit stronger. You got a little bit more resources to work with going out the gate, and there's a lot of good White Cloaks in there, and they have good synergy.
Yeah, yeah. I think most of the traits are viable. I think probably the one I think is the worst is the Aes Sedai one. Unless you're playing as Rand, and then it's alright, I guess. But yeah, I think that
although there's kind of a ceiling there on its usefulness.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with it. Yeah, there's a ceiling on it. Yeah, I'd probably say Kyrianen or Noble myself. I don't know. They're all so good. I want to rate all of them. It's a tough question. It's a tough question. Kayla asked, favourite combo of any set of moves in the game you've seen? Obviously discounting her own Mask of Mirrors learning the craft, because she's polite enough that I'll add that one for her. I mean, I'm a fan of the old Nynaeve in Baerlon, dump my hand, kill a Forsaken, redraw my hand with a bad half of my hand. Like, it's not specific combination of cards, but it's just really strong. Like, there's not much...
Yeah.
There's not many holes you can pick in that plan if someone's executing it well.
Right. Yeah, and you hit that fight, it's...
Yeah.
There's no arguing with it, you're right. One of my personal favorites, just because I just love it when I pull it off well, is when I can learn from the best somebody's dragon team or their Heron Mark blade.
Yeah. That's a nice one.
They think they got that locked up, and nope, sorry, that's mine now.
Even Ruby Hilted Dagger, like...
Sure, yep.
They discard their hand and then you get the dagger. It's even better.
Right?
Yeah, no, some nice things you can do and learn from the best, for sure. I really do like those cards that have high potential on them, like the Not So Tired that was recently added has a high ceiling on it for like really interesting plays.
Yeah.
Just find one for the stream for anyone who's less familiar. You can do some really cool stuff with that. Like if you had 2 of these attached to followers, and one of those followers is a Galdrian, you've got an infinite troop loop. Please don't try it in a league game, because I have to commentate it. But I guess I just told everyone, so... Yeah. There's a lot of really interesting... yeah, I should have kept that one close to the chest. Oh, I like burning letters into Kalimdor, or the Void into Kalimdor, because they both set you up for a really easy Kalimdor.
Right.
So those are good ones as well. Alright, this one might be a bit of a longer question, but I think it will actually be fun. I'm just going to go and quick check the chat again, make sure no one else is speaking in. Okay. Excluding the Dark 2, and without repeating players, pick the player who plays each character the best. Do you want to go first, or shall I?
We're talking 1-to-1 matchup, like who plays
Yeah,
this
so
character the
for
best?
example, if we think Anth is the best Rand player, then we can't pick
Sure.
Anth for another character and do
Yeah,
that for
yeah,
each
fair
of them.
enough. Yeah,
Um,
well, I mean, sure. We kind of talked about it earlier, but Zach has really solid Nynaeve experience. Like, I think he's the most intimately familiar with her, and so I think that's probably a pretty solid choice. There might be some disagreement. I've seen other people play her well, and she's once you know what you're doing with her, she's hard to play bad. But
I think Nynaeve is Zach's best character. I don't think Zach is the best Nynaeve player.
Okay.
Which might be a bit harsh, but I think it kind of have to be to evaluate this question properly if we're talking about the
sure.
best.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Who's a better Nynaeve though? Like, I don't know if anyone has a Nynaeve that's really as scary as mine. And I can't
True.
pick.
Yeah, well, we
12
can't say
for all of
James.
them. No, we can't say
so-
the same person twice either. So you really have to talk about speciality here. For me, the easy. I'll do the easy ones. Get them out of the way for me.
Okay.
Egwene Icicle. I think Icicle plays a really good Egwene.
Sure.
He always does well. Rand Anth just seems like the obvious choice.
Yeah.
I think
Definitely knows what he's doing there.
I think for Robin I'd probably pick Perrin with how he is at the minute, because he's had quite a few changes recently, and I think Robin's got a decent amount of practice in with Perrin how he currently is.
Mhm.
And seems to have a good feel for how that flows, plus he was quite experienced with Perrin anyway before that. So yeah, I'd say probably Robin for Perrin. And then I'm probably going like Bob for Matt.
Yeah.
Because whenever I play against Bob on Matt, he always, like, even before this latest change, he always has 20 followers in his party. Like, every single game. By, like, the time I'm, like, you know, tier 2, he'll have 20 followers. And I'm like, Bob, how have you done that? Why are you still rich? What's all this money doing in your pockets? And you've got troops. And you've got levels. Bob, what are you doing? You're just a mastermind. So those are my answers. Those are my answers.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I have any major disagreements there. The only thing I would say with Egwene is I just haven't seen Icicle play that much. He's been down a lot.
That's
I don't see
fair.
him in
The
casual.
time you joined and the time when he played most was conflicting, so that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep.
I think people are getting better with Egwene. I just, when I think about, like, I'd consider myself the best, and I know it said excluding the Dark 2, but fuck it. I do consider myself the best Egwene player. The only other person I think is sort of in that same category as me with her is Icicle. I don't really consider Bob to be much of an Egwene. The Robin was saying that in chat. I just don't really see Bob playing Egwene that much. I think he plays it when he wants to just have like a fun chill game. But yeah, I wouldn't say he's the best necessarily.
Right. Yeah, and Robin himself is pretty strong with Egwene, although you know, some of his greatest victories with her were before the Vora's Rod changed, so that
Yeah. I mean,
might affect his last battle, obviously.
it's a really tough question to answer, because a lot of our top players, like our most skilled players, are quite versatile. They don't care who they play as much. They play lots of different characters. They're happy to get put on their 5th pick and still put up a decent performance. You know, like myself, Robin, Bob, we have pretty amount of equal games between each of the 5 characters. So just thinking about like the actual best players, sometimes they might be better than somebody else. I'm not phrasing it right. Like, Bob might be better than Anthon Rand on any given day, but he's also good at the others, so I don't feel like I can say he's the best Rand player, because he's not a specific Rand player. He doesn't play Rand very often. He's just good at Rand when he plays him because he's good at everyone because he's Bob.
Yeah.
So, it's a tough question to answer, but appreciate it anyway. It was an interesting one to discuss.
For sure.
I think that's actually it from our Q&A section. So,
Alright.
you got anything you want to add before we close out the stream here, Skeeter?
No, other than that was a great game. I'm so glad that I ended up commentating for this one. Although, they're all great, so.
It's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, a good man for the job. And
Thanks.
I believe you'll be playing in the next game on Tuesday the 7th. Or it might be
Correct. To
different
start my
time.
rise to victory for the quarter. Yep.
Yeah, that's it, man. Going for the top spot. All you need to do is do well in traits as well, and you're good.
Right.
But that's going to be all from us tonight, folks. So if you've enjoyed this stream or watch back, make sure to spank the like button for RJ. You know he wants you to. Spank the sub button for the sub, because subs love being spanked. And leave a comment down below saying mean things to me, because I'm into that, I guess. That's what we're going with. Tai'Shar, guys.